Welcome back to my channel, and welcome again to the Managing Safety Climate Survey course. In this session, we'll move on to the last Module 6, Interpretation and Actions using Simpler Data Analysis Methods. The aim of this module is to learn how to interpret safety data using straightforward analysis techniques. This will help us identify key patterns and issues in a clear and practical way. We'll also focus on developing the ability to translate these insights into meaningful actions that improve workplace safety, encourage positive behaviors, and strengthen an effective safety culture across the organization. Compute raw data. We begin by setting up an Excel sheet named SCS Results Senior Management. This sheet contains all the questionnaire responses from the Safety Climate Survey. Once the survey is completed, the raw data from the responses will be entered and compiled into this Excel file. This forms the foundation of our analysis, as all further interpretation and reporting will be based on this dataset. Next, we create another Excel sheet and name it SCS Result Middle Management. This sheet is created by copying the existing SCS Results Senior Management file, ensuring the structure and format remain consistent. In the same way, we also compute and prepare a separate sheet for SCS Result Person at Work. The survey follows a 360 feedback methodology. This means we are measuring perceptions across three groups: senior management, middle management, and persons at work. Importantly, the questionnaire used for all groups is the same, allowing for direct comparison across roles. Each individual response is then accumulated and computed within the Excel sheet. For example, if there are 3 senior managers, and one responds, "Agree," to question 1.1 while the other 2 respond, "Strongly agree," the results are compiled together in the spreadsheet to reflect the overall distribution of responses. This is how the raw data is structured and prepared for further analysis, as shown in Figure 5.3.1, inputting raw data into Excel sheet. To make the survey more interesting and easier to interpret, I've also inputted some sample numerical data into the system. This is shown in Figure 5.3.2, SCS Results Senior Management. I've also inputted some sample numerical data into the system. This is shown in Figure 5.3.3, SCS Result Middle Management. Lastly, I've inputted some sample numerical data into the system as shown in Figure 5.3.4, SCS Result Person at Work. Next, we create a new Excel sheet named SCS Analysis MGT System. This sheet represents the Safety Climate Survey results for the organization's health and safety management system. In this sheet, we will compute the survey data using Excel formulas to generate structured analysis and meaningful indicators. We begin by defining the number of respondents: senior management, 3. Middle management, 6. Person at work, 9. We then calculate the response totals for each rating category: number of strongly disagree, number of disagree, number of average, number of agree, number of strongly agree. These are computed using the sum function. For example, equals sum, SCS Results Senior Management, C4, C8, for strongly disagree, equals sum, SCS Results Senior Management, D4, D8, for disagree, and so on for each response category. Next, we calculate the mean values for each category using the average function, such as mean of strongly disagree, mean of disagree, mean of average, mean of agree, mean of strongly agree. These help us understand the distribution of responses more clearly. After that, we convert these results into an index score, which allows us to quantify sentiment. Strongly disagree is multiplied by -2. Disagree is multiplied by -1. Average is multiplied by 0. Agree is multiplied by +1. Strongly agree is multiplied by +2. For example, index score of strong disagree equals B5 asterisk -2. Index score of disagree equals B6 asterisk -1, and so on. Finally, we calculate the mean index score for the health and safety management category using SUM E5 E9 B4. This gives us an overall score that reflects the general perception of the organization's safety management system. We repeat the same process vice versa for middle management, person at work, ensuring consistency across all three groups. The final spreadsheet structure is shown in the figure provided. Using the same methodology, we then create a separate Excel sheet for workplace conditions. This sheet follows the same structure and calculation approach as the health and safety management system analysis. It allows us to consistently evaluate and compare responses related to the physical and operational conditions of the workplace. By applying the same formulas and scoring method, we ensure that the results remain standardized across all categories, making the overall safety climate survey analysis more reliable and comparable. Using the same methodology, we then create another Excel sheet for workers' safety behaviors. This sheet is structured in the same way as the previous analyses, ensuring consistency in how the data is processed and interpreted. By applying the same calculation methods and scoring system, we are able to evaluate workers' safety behaviors in a standardized format. This allows us to compare results across different categories within the safety climate survey and identify behavioral patterns more clearly. Using the same methodology, we then create another Excel sheet for management's attitudes, values, and beliefs. This sheet follows the same structure and computation approach as the previous categories, ensuring consistency across all areas of the safety climate survey analysis. The same formulas and scoring system are applied so that the results can be directly compared with other dimensions, such as workplace conditions and workers' safety behaviors. The completed computation spreadsheet is provided in the accompanying e-book, and will also be used as a reference during the classroom sessions conducted by me. Thank you for participating in the Managing Safety Climate Survey course. This course has been developed based on my philosophies, methodologies, and theories. Participants are not permitted to reproduce, publish, distribute, or disclose any part of the materials, including articles, publications, advertisements, prepared speeches, or any related information, without the prior consent of the author. The philosophies, methodologies, and theories presented in this course do not imply that they are the only applicable approaches available for managing safety climate surveys. They are provided as one possible framework among others. The author and presenter of this course shall bear no responsibility or liability for any damage, injury, loss of property, organizational loss, or financial loss arising from the use of the materials contained in this course. This includes any direct or indirect consequences resulting from actions taken based on the information provided, as well as any errors or omissions within the content. All rights are reserved.